We're heading now to the Register building in Santa Ana to talk to Orange County Register columnist for OC Outdoors, the one and only David Whiting. Hi, David. How you doing?
Fabulous, Ed.
Hey, a great feature you have coming up. One of my fraternity brothers. Fill us in on this gent.
Well, this is a U.S. Marine, and in my book, he's a hero just for serving his country. Yeah. He went over to Iraq on 2 tours of duty, and I'll say that he was inspired when his big brother, he was just 8 years old at the time, this is Eric Morgan, went to his graduation, his big brother's graduation ceremony from the Marines and decided, I'm going to be a Marine, and he signed up when he was 19 years old, and here he is after his 2nd tour of duty. Unfortunately, IED. He lost his legs, he lost his right eye, but he has found hope, and he has found much to live for after that incident. And here he is doing an Ironman this last Saturday. You can see him here coming out of the water after the swim, getting ready for the run on his hand cycle there, and he is going to be, he was part of a relay team this past Saturday. He's going to be doing his own Ironman this coming fall, and here he is again getting ready for that run, which he said, you know, it's funny because here he is with this sort of thing, and these are his buddies here, and if you count up that very carefully amongst these 7 soldiers there, if I have that number right, 7 soldiers, you'll see 6 legs. One of the fellows in the middle there lost an arm in Iraq, and I'll mention also that Evan lost his right eye in this IED explosion. Nevertheless, these guys, nothing is going to stop them, and they are determined to live full lives, and they're doing it through sports.
Unbelievable. Now explain how it works when you're doing an Ironman, and you obviously need some assistance along the way, whether it be the swim or the run. How does he participate in the run when he's in a wheelchair?
Well, what he does is, it depends on the race. This time, somebody got carried away and actually carried him out of the water, and that's perfectly fine, and lots of people do it. Evan just likes to what he calls butt walk, and he basically uses his powerful arms and hands to get himself from the water into the transition area where he's got his wheelchair waiting, or his hand cycle. And the hand cycle he uses for the bike portion, wheelchair he uses for the run portion, and those wheelchairs are very finicky, fast, lightweight machines, so he's still learning that. That's why this time around he was part of the relay, but next time he's going to do every leg by himself, and he's just an amazing fellow.
What got him through all of this, and why an Ironman triathlon? That is an unbelievable event.
Right.
It really is. I think, once a Marine, as you know, always a Marine, and nothing's going to stop him, nothing's going to get him down. He went through some tough times. He did not know that he lost his legs until he was in a hospital in Germany and woke up and discovered that. But when he was recovering in Texas, he realized, hey, you know what, I'm a pretty lucky fellow. And interestingly, the biggest thing that he's lucky about, he considers himself, that none of the other guys in the Humvee were seriously injured. The landmine that was hit was right under him. So he's a fellow who really gives it his all, and he decided that he would continue to do that. And something that he found out that he could do was, if he pushed himself with some prosthetic devices and the help of the Challenged Athletes Foundation, which is out of San Diego, with their Operation Rebound, which focuses on raising funds for our military who's lost limbs and other things in Iraq and in Afghanistan, he could become an Ironman. And he decided, by golly, he was going to do whatever he could do, and that was one of the things.
Wow. How's he doing with life in general?
He's doing amazingly well. He married his sweetheart when he was in San Antonio, Jillian. So he's got a new wife, and they've got a 10-month-old daughter, Sophie. And she was crying in the background a little bit and cooing when we were talking. So he's doing great. He's going to college, and he's planning on becoming a high school teacher or even a college teacher, depending on a college professor, depending on how long he stays. And he is one of these humble, soft-spoken guys who really does consider himself pretty darn lucky. And one of the reasons is because the modern-day prosthetics. So he's a half glass, half full kind of a guy.
David, thank you very much. This is a must-read story.
Yeah, it's
we
terrific.
thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, David.